Welcome to Ruger Tech Tips. Today I'll help you put your Ruger American Rifle with AI magwell back together. So of course we're going to make sure that our gun is unloaded, and this pretty clearly is, and make sure that we don't have any ammunition in the room. From there we need eye protection, a 3/16 Allen wrench, the latch assembly tool that came with your rifle, and it should include a small assembly pin pressed in the corner, a punch or something used as a spacer during assembly, a small non-marking hammer, and of course all the parts of our rifle. So our 2 stock screws, the latch, spring, and roll pin. So to start, we'll take our barreled action, assemble it into the stock, making sure that everything's fallen into place. You can observe that easily here, back here at the ambi safety. And then from the bottom, we'll insert our AI magwell and drop both the front and rear stock screws into the holes. Now they're the same screw, so it doesn't matter which goes where. With our 3/16 Allen wrench, we'll run both those screws hand tight and then to 60 to 80 inch-pounds, or hand tight and then a little bit more. With the stock assembled, we can set the gun aside and retrieve our assembly tool. So I'm going to remove that small assembly pin, set it aside, and orient the assembly tool with the open corner facing me. Then with the latch, you can see the open cavity on one side, and we'll orient the open cavity facing out. Now this will drop into the top of the tool, and it is a close fit. We want that to make sure that as we apply this to the rifle that everything will line up. So it usually just takes a little wiggling, and then it will drop straight down in, and you want it to seat flush against the sliding portion. Now with that in place, we find our latch spring, and one leg is bent. That bent leg will face out. We place that into the open cavity of the latch and use our assembly pin to drop in and retain the spring. So now with that in place, I'm going to use this punch as my spacer and just put it under the rifle so that as I apply the assembly tool from the front, the punch will maintain space underneath to give me a surface to hammer against. Now I can observe that the assembly pin is directly under the roll pin hole in the magazine module. I can take the roll pin, place it into the hole, and hammer it flush. At this point, the assembly pin is dropped free. I don't need my spacer, and the assembly tool pushes straight down off of the latch. Now to finish up, we just need to reassemble the bolt into the rifle and check the fit of the magazine. I want it to snap in, be retained, and release easily. Thanks for watching this Ruger Tech Tip. For more information, visit Ruger.com.